You know, this is such an important victory, I think, for the feds because they were really holding Silk Road, which was known as the eBay of drugs, if you would, and all bad things, up as an example. The fact that they got a conviction here, does that serve as any kind of deterrent to future websites that are trying to do similar things?
Yeah, I think absolutely a lot of people were watching this case closely. It does serve as, I think, a victory for the FBI to show that even in the parts of the web where you really think you're operating anonymously, that there are ways that law enforcement can get to you.
But he made a few mistakes, though, right? I mean, because there are ways to operate fairly anonymously on the internet. He made some pretty rookie errors, right?
Yeah, that's what the FBI was saying during the trial. They were able to trace him to a Gmail account. There was some question about exactly how the FBI got access to the Silk Road servers themselves. That stuff did not come out into the trial. It was ruled inadmissible in pretrial, in some pretrial debate. But so there were a number of ways that they got at Ross.
So what's interesting here is he was operating on what's known as the Tor network, right? Which is basically an internet system that is unlike what you and I would normally be using. It's a much more anonymous system, actually created by the government, and people can go on this and operate pretty much anonymously using currency payments like Bitcoin, for example, which I know you've done a lot of reporting on, Matt, so that it's easier to sort of transact in this parallel universe without a lot of oversight. Since they cracked down on Silk Road 2.0 has come about, as well as a series of other sites. And one of the complaints the government has made is that it's incredibly difficult in this Tor universe to go after some of these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Tor, as you said, it's a tool for anonymous internet browsing. The Silk Road, you had to use Tor, you had to use Bitcoin. So it really was set up to be anonymous. And the fact that the government managed to, find out who was behind this anyway, even though, as you said, they probably made some mistakes, does show that, there are tools that are being used here. And it's sort of an arms race between the people who are trying to remain anonymous and between the government who's going to try to uncover them.
I mean, for example, Dark Wallet. Have you heard of Dark Wallet?
Yes.
Which is being designed by some alternative currency folks as a way to transact and, in their view, hopefully never have it known to the authorities.
Some people don't think every move you make should be able to be traced by the government.